Hi everyone. So if any of you follow the Meigs County Health Department on Facebook at all, you would see that they just recently posted an article that I wrote on adequate nutrition for an active immune system. And I wanted to kind of create some type of video series to elaborate on that a little bit. Because I know that sometimes that can be overwhelming or confusing when it comes to getting adequate nutrition just by eating a healthy diet. So this first video is really just for me to, first of all, introduce myself and also to discuss MyPlate recommendations set forth by the USDA. So to start off, my name is Erin Swatzel and I grew up here in Meigs County. I graduated from Eastern High School in 2014. I received my bachelor's from Ohio University in May of 2019. In food and nutrition sciences. I was matched to Ohio University's Master of Science and Dietetic Internship combined program, and I am now in my second year of that program. I will graduate in December with my master's in food and nutrition sciences, and at that time I will be eligible to sit for the National Registered Dietitian exam. Once I do pass that exam and become a registered dietitian, I'd like to work in one of two places. The first one being a clinical dietitian in a hospital setting, calculating tube feeds for patients in the ICU or giving medical food supplements to those who may be suffering from malnutrition while in the hospital, or working more in the community as a community registered dietitian or as maybe a school district dietitian, ensuring adequate nutrition and like menu planning and working with kids. So one of those two would definitely be my dream job. Okay, so moving into nutrition and how the USDA recommends you eat your food, whether we're in quarantine or not. The USDA recommends a plate that looks like this. So as you can see, half of our plate is going to be made up of fruits and vegetables, whether that be cooked, canned, or fresh. It doesn't really matter at this point. We're just trying to get as many micronutrients as we can. And then a quarter of our plate will be grains, and the final quarter will be protein. Now, the USDA also recommends getting some dairy throughout the day, but that isn't like a staple in like what each plate should look like. So when we think about this, it can be kind of confusing. Let's say we're making breakfast or lunch or dinner and we're thinking, okay, well, I don't really know where to begin. What do these meals look like? So if you look at this next one, this is an example of a MyPlate breakfast. So here you can see that our fruits and vegetables, we have some apple juice and some avocado, and then we also have eggs for our protein, filling up a quarter, and then some cereal or grains, filling up the other quarter. And the milk in the cereal adds a little bit of dairy to our plate as well. What about lunch? So here's an example of lunch. We have a chicken wrap filling up our grain section with a little bit of extra chicken on the side, filling up that protein section, and then we have fresh fruit and vegetables on the side, filling up half of our plate as recommended. So what about dinner? Here is an example of a dinner plate. We have barbecue chicken or marinated chicken as filling up that quarter right there, and then we also have a whole grain roll filling up our grain section, and then half of our plate is filled with fresh orange slices and peas. So that kind of puts it into perspective as like to what MyPlate recommends and what that can look like for each meal of the day. So while that can be pretty confusing, the USDA they created that in order to kind of simplify it from previous recommendations. If you've been introduced to nutrition at all, you would maybe think back and remember the food pyramid that was active when I was a kid, and then when like previously as well. So this thought of just putting all of those recommendations into a plate was created to simplify that a little bit and make it a little bit easier to follow. So that's just kind of an intro video. I'm trying to keep it as short and sweet as possible, but I would like to make this a weekly thing. I'd like to maybe pick topics that you guys are interested in or that you feel you have no exposure to, and I'd like to elaborate on those for you. So if you are interested in maybe learning a little bit more about nutrition, head over to the Meigs County Health Department Facebook page, find this post, and comment on it what you would like to learn more about. So that's all I have for this video. Hopefully I get some feedback as to what people want to hear. If not, I'll create a video maybe trying to think of methods to increase our vegetable intake or something simple like that. Okay. All right. Thanks, guys. Bye.